and thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Better Horses. We are thrilled to be coming to you from the Liberty Festival, the second annual, hosted by the International Liberty Horse Association. And with me today, Dr. Elizabeth James.
We are so excited. Thank you for being here. We're so thrilled to have you guys, Better Horses Television, and to do the second annual Liberty Festival, which is celebrating all things Liberty. And Liberty is all about connection and relationships, and that's what this weekend is about. We're going to have trainers, their horses, vendors, sponsors, incredible clinicians. We're just so excited for the lineup that we have in store.
It's going to be a great episode. Thank you for joining us. My name's Ed Adams.
And I'm Elizabeth James.
And welcome to Better Horses.
She's fun to work with, and she's a talent. Dr. Elizabeth James, CEO and co-founder of the International Liberty Horse Association, but as well as the CEO and founder of Equine Career Coach. She spent more than 15 years in the equine facility with 3 different universities. She's a wife, a mother, a horse owner, equine competitor, and business manager with Double Dan Horsemanship. Born in the United Kingdom, Atkinson, a renowned movie horse trainer who has built a stellar reputation in the entertainment industry for his exceptional skills in training horses for the big screen. Now Ben performs internationally, displaying the beautiful art of liberty and the classical dressage. And based out of Maine, Chelsea Canedy is a highly regarded horse trainer, clinician, and educator. She's built a reputation for her innovative and compassionate approach to horsemanship. She's going to start from young horses to fine-tuning performance horses in dressage, jumping, and eventing. Professional horse trainer Warwick Schiller, based out of California, is a recognized and leading expert in the field of horsemanship. Now, he has a particular focus on helping horse riders develop a deeper connection with their horses.
So before you saddle up, you're going to love this episode. And it's the only horse show on your local broadcast television station.
And also airing on RSU TV and the Cowboy Channel.
We'll be right back.
The Lawrence Old-Fashioned Christmas Parade has been making memories since 1993. This all-horse parade is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and it's truly an unmistakable event. The largest horse-drawn Christmas parade in the Midwest will take place December 2nd, beginning at 11 a.m. in downtown Lawrence, Kansas. This parade is one of the few all-horse parades in the country and the largest and longest running. Come experience the sounds of hoof beats and sleigh bells at the Lawrence Christmas Parade at 11 a.m. on Saturday, December 2nd.
I am Dr. Elizabeth James, CEO of the International Liberty Horse Association, and we are at the Alltech Arena at the Kentucky Horse Park at the Liberty Festival for 2023, and we are so excited. I think one of the greatest questions that we get all the time is, what is liberty? And I always say liberty is horsemanship without tack and equipment, right? Like, it's the horse, it's the human, there's no bridles, at the purest forms, there's no bridles, there's no halters, there's no saddles, there's no tack and equipment, and it's really a trainer, a handler, an owner, and their horse. And what's left is that relationship, and you get to see it play out with no restraints, no control, nothing but what's between them and how they communicate, and it's amazing to watch. I think we're so excited to see Liberty get the recognition that it deserves as a discipline, and to be able to come together and celebrate it in all different forms. So through competition, education, entertainment, booths, vendors, shopping. There's so much to celebrate in this discipline, in this style of horsemanship, in the connection and relationship, and we get to spend 3 days celebrating that. So this is our second annual Liberty Festival, and I think we're just so excited because we're really seeing Liberty get the recognition as a discipline that it deserves. It's a discipline that's different, right? It focuses on connection and relationship and really celebrates that, and that's what this event is all about. We're looking at 3 days. We've got education, entertainment, competition, all the parts of horsemanship that are amazing, but focusing on this new, popular, up-and-coming, growing discipline. I think Liberty is something that's so exciting, and we're just seeing it gain in popularity from everyone, from people that haven't had anything to do with horses that are getting involved with it, to those that are experienced and professionals and are looking at a new style of horsemanship and training. And so I think it's just gaining in momentum. With our second year, we've moved venues. Obviously, we've gotten more people involved, and we're just excited for where this is going and how it's growing. And we want to start that conversation. We want to get people together, connect them, and celebrate this and focus on it and look at how we can grow it and share it with all the people that are interested in it, because it is so different and unique. So as CEO, one of the most exciting parts of my job is that I get to look at all the incredible people that practice Liberty and perform at Liberty and inviting them to come here. And there's so much diversity. It's truly an international discipline. And so we get to sit down every year and pick the most incredible people that people know online, maybe they've heard from, maybe they're from a different discipline that they don't think have anything to do with Liberty, and then we get to bring them here and look at all these different angles of Liberty and different approaches to it and different styles. And I think that's one of the coolest things about my job and about this event. I think one of the most exciting things about Liberty is that it's not just reaching people or pulling people in from the English world and jumping and bridleless jumping and dressage, high-level dressage movements like the Ben Atkinsons, the Chelsea Canedys, but we're also touching the Western world. I mean, we've got rodeo champion that we all grew up knowing, the Cowboys cowboy Ty Murray, and he's here at the Liberty Festival talking about Liberty, showing his training techniques and celebrating this discipline. So I think one of the most exciting things about Liberty is that it is reaching such a diverse population in the horse industry, and that there's so many different uses for it and angles and approaches and styles and purposes and benefits of it. And I think we get to just celebrate that in this event. So we're getting ready for the Invitational Freestyle, which is our nighttime show. It's our Saturday night show. It's got everything to do with costume and music and props and stories. It's people love freestyle, right? I mean, I'm even in costume, so I obviously don't look the same as I did at the beginning, but that's the spirit of Liberty. And people that practice this discipline really often have a story to tell, and they like to do it with music and costumes, and so that's what we're celebrating tonight. And they get to come out and showcase their horses, their training, their methods, their horsemanship, and it's what gets us all excited. I mean, a Saturday night show with costume and lights, like what's better than that?
Hey, now don't settle up yet. There's more better horses coming your way from the International Liberty Festival in Lexington, Kentucky, right after these messages.
At Heritage Tractor, we strive to get customers in our area the right pieces of equipment at the best prices. Our John Deere compact tractor packages come fully equipped with the attachments you need to tackle any spring project. Check out our best-selling packages, including the DIY Digger Package, the Buffalo Package, and the Haymaker Package. We also have flexible spending options to meet any budget. Stop by your local Heritage Tractor location today or visit us online at heritagetractor.com.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
The Lawrence Old-Fashioned Christmas Parade has been making memories since 1993. This all-horse parade is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and it's truly an unmistakable event. The largest horse-drawn Christmas parade in the Midwest will take place December 2nd, beginning at 11 a.m. in downtown Lawrence, Kansas. This parade is one of the few all-horse parades in the country and the largest and longest running. Come experience the sounds of hoofbeats and sleigh bells at the Lawrence Christmas Parade at 11 a.m. on Saturday, December 2nd.
My name's Benjamin Atkinson, and I'm here at the International Liberty Horse Festival in Kentucky. I'm headlining here at the Liberty Festival, and my background is from a long line of horsemen, with my father and my grandfather working horses on the land, and then working horses in film and TV, and now I perform all around the world with my team of Liberty horses. So when I was 4 years old, I met a man called Tony Smart, and he horsemastered films like Gladiator and Robin Hood with Kevin Costner and things like that. And I saw him at a show with a black stallion called Vandal, and he could get that horse to do anything. And up until then, I'd always thought that was the only animal you could do that with was a dog. And ever since then, I was inspired. If he could do it, I could do it. We've trained horses for movies through all sorts of things, from jumping through windows, onto rafts and into rivers. And it's really something that's helped me grow my training expertise. We've worked on movies such as, I've ridden on movies such as War Horse and Robin Hood. We've provided horses for films such as Peaky Blinders and The Winter King, which has just come out in America. And what that means is that a boardroom of people come up with an idea for a horse in a film, and then we have to make it possible. And that's really exciting, keeps us fresh. One of the biggest differences I've found from being in the States, which this is my first time and I cannot wait to come back, is that in England, liberty is still quite small and horsemanship is not as large. And here, the variety of people and horses and styles of training has really inspired me to grow more. So in my program, I really put a lot of importance on making sure the horse understands the signals that we give them. So we all think about this when we're riding a horse. We want him to understand the leg and the bridle and the seat. And I think it's important that we train a horse as much on the floor. So the demo I'm going to do today is showing how I would start the horse from scratch to do groundwork and liberty. I like to break the horse's body up into 3 different sections. I want to teach him to be able to move his hindquarters away and towards, to move fully sideways away and towards, his shoulders away and towards, and to go forwards and backwards, giving signals from the trainer from both sides and in front. And if you think about it, if we can give all of those signals, we can ask that horse to do anything. So everybody has different level of expectations of how they'd like a horse to learn and how fast they'd like that process to happen. Of course, horses are like people and we're all individual, but realistically, I think between 6 to 8 weeks to get to what I would call a novice or foundation level, and that's being able to have those cues on a line and have your horse walking alongside you, trotting alongside you at liberty. If we wanted to move up into an intermediate level, then we could be looking at more about 6 months to a year of training. And in that, we want to be able to have the horse working on a circle around us at liberty, making those circles bigger and smaller, as well as working on the speed of the horse. And then beginning to introduce more complex maneuvers like we'd see in reining or in dressage in my country, where we're asking the horse to be able to collect himself, use his body, and perform more advanced maneuvers. When we get to an advanced level, really, the beauty of an advanced level, the sky's the limit. So when it comes to working with different breeds of horses, I try to think that every breed has its place in the world, and we should be accepting of that. And I think back to being on sports teams and stuff at school. Some people are good at weightlifting and wrestling, others are sprinters. Then you get other people that maybe were better at chess. And I think that's important with the horses as well. So we have 60 horses at home at the moment. I have big draft horses that are great for pulling carriages. I have Andalusian horses which are bred for dressage and find that easy. And just with my recent experience in the States, I've discovered the quarter horses and I've had a go at reining, and my goodness, they're good at that. So I think it's not about trying to say, well, this breed is good and this breed is bad, but about finding a horse and seeing what his body is built for and what his brain is interested in. And that's the key to me. Don't put square pegs into round holes. Meet the horse, see where his talents are, and try and build them as big as possible. My name's Ben Atkinson. I'm here at the Liberty Festival, and thank you for watching Better Horses. If you can think it, and you've got those tools, you can translate it from your head to the horses, and anything is possible.
You're watching Better Horses, raising your horse experience.
We're here for the hardworking, the resilient, We're for the people who measure their days by what needs to get done, not by hours. Where kids learn responsibility at a young age and generations work side by side. Where work doesn't pause for holidays or bad weather. It just gets harder. Where value and hard work means more than the clothes you wear. We're Kleinschmidt's Western Store, Higginsville, Missouri.
The Veterinary Health Center at Kansas State University announces a new service for horses. Hi, I'm Dr. Dylan Luter, a specialist in equine performance medicine. Our new service focuses on lameness diagnosis, advanced imaging, physical therapy, and regenerative medicine for horses with injuries preventing them from performing at their best. We can treat a variety of conditions and design a customized rehabilitation plan to meet the needs of each client and their horse. The Veterinary Health Center, to discover, to teach, to heal.
In 1956, the Pinto Horse Association of America was formed to welcome all types of equines and maintain their show records and pedigrees. PTHA currently has over 88,000 members with 157,000 registered pintos. There are currently 3 separate registries: the Color Registry, the Solid Registry, and the Long Ear Registry. We welcome all levels of competition within a family-friendly environment. Become a member, register, and add value to your horse. For more information, check out the website pintoworld.com.
My name is Chelsea Canedy. My business is Canedy Horsemanship and Performance, and I'm here at the Liberty Festival presenting on bridleless jumping and also on the use of positive reinforcement in training horses. So I got into Liberty because I had some horses that didn't really fall into the traditional training camp, and I needed to expand my toolbox so that I could help them understand what I was asking of them. And so I started diving more into horsemanship in general, groundwork in general, the scientific understanding of animal behavior and training process. And that just kind of led one thing to another into Liberty work. I had 2 horses that weren't so problematic that they were dangerous, but they didn't fall into like the normal training categories in terms of progression in the sport that I was trying to move along in. And I needed to expand my own vocabulary in order to help them really understand the questions I was asking. So I had to get much clearer with them, and that meant getting off their backs, getting on the ground, watching their reactivity and behavior, and figuring out how better to get the information I wanted them to have across. So I had to really get off their backs in order to do that. So I started with the groundwork more, like without just unleashing, you know, and as I did more in the groundwork world, and I started working with different trainers in the groundwork world, I saw Liberty. I just saw it out in the world happening, and I went, wow, that's amazing. That's really cool. I want to understand that better. It looked like a more advanced version of the horsemanship work I was doing in a halter and rope. And so I thought, I want to become masterful at that, which meant that I had to learn what Liberty was and its applications, and I started researching, figuring out if it was something I could utilize with my own horses and that would benefit everybody. At the Liberty Festival, I'm presenting on bridleless jumping. The basis for that is Liberty work, for sure, because there has to be this understanding and communication between horse and rider that gets established on the ground way before I'm trying to ride around without a bridle on my horse. And so that is the basis of the work that I'm going to be doing at the festival. But I'm going to be teaching people about how to go from simply riding with tack to riding without a bridle to eventually being able to jump without a bridle. And that's great, because that's exactly what I'm going to be showing over these 3 days, is where you start, as in the level of communication and responsiveness you have to have from your horse with a saddle and bridle on, and then being able to do that without jumps, without a bridle. So I have to be able to still steer and have brakes and have sound cue responses from my horse, from me, from my horse, and be able to do that without jumps involved way before I ever involve jumps. So the first day, no jumps will be involved. There'll be rails on the ground, but no jumps. And then over the 3 days presenting here, I'll be slowly incorporating actually bringing jumps into the arena. I'm Chelsea Canedy with Canedy Horsemanship and Performance based in Wales, Maine, and thanks for watching Better Horses.
There's more better horses coming your way from the International Liberty Festival in Lexington, Kentucky, right after these messages.
Here's to the unbreakable spirit of today's ranchers. For all those running cow-calf operations, the American International Charolais Association is dedicated to strengthening your herd with the Charolais breed. The Charolais Advantage delivers more pounds for more profit. Getting Charolais genetics into commercial herds is the heart of a successful cattle operation. White hides bring an inherited benefit to commercial herds, providing advantages of growth and feedlot efficiency. It's white gold. For more information, go to CharolaisUSA.com.
The Lawrence Old-Fashioned Christmas Parade has been making memories since 1993. This all-horse parade is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and it's truly an unmistakable event. The largest horse-drawn Christmas parade in the Midwest will take place December 2nd, beginning at 11 a.m. in downtown Lawrence, Kansas. This parade is one of the few all-horse parades in the country and the largest and longest running. Come experience the sounds of hoofbeats and sleigh bells at the Lawrence Christmas Parade at 11 a.m. on Saturday, December 2nd.
At Kansas State University Veterinary Health Center, we provide both specialty and primary health care services for your livestock. Hi, I am Sean Hoosier, an on-farm food animal veterinarian at K-State. Whether your farm is large or small, we have the resources and personnel to respond and care for individual animals, herd health, or emergencies. Our team of experts can tailor herd health plans for your farm and find solutions to any existing challenges. The Veterinary Health Center, to discover, to teach, to heal.
I'm Warwick Schiller from Paso Robles, California, and we're here at the International Liberty Horse Association Festival at the Alltech Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. You know, I think the big draw here is Liberty is about having relationship with a horse and, taking away the things that keeps them with you. There's a lot of truth when you take that halter off a horse. And I think people are, there's the really cool stuff with the Liberty, like we'll probably see some big acts here tonight. But it's more about the average person just wanting to have a better relationship with their horse and starting out on that Liberty journey. I think it's their way that they want to do it. The thing I'd say a lot of people connect with what I'm doing these days is I really draw the parallels between unraveling our stuff as humans and how we can unravel horses' kind of trauma. And it's, talk a lot about, in horse training, they talk a lot about anthropomorphizing. Don't anthropomorphize, don't project human qualities and attributes onto something that's not human. But I think in doing that, we forget that they're mammals and we're mammals, and we have the same mammalian nervous system. Our nervous systems work the same way. The nervous system states are the same, and the things that soothe the nervous systems are the same. The things that allow us to feel safe and connected to others. We're social creatures, horses are social creatures, and I usually get a demo horse, recruit it from somewhere in the area that doesn't like people very much, doesn't think much of people. They're obedient, you can catch them, you can ride them, you can do all sorts of stuff, but they're not really, they don't have their heart into it. They're just kind of obedient for obedience sake. And so what I like to do is get a horse that you turn them loose and all they want to do is run away from you and not be around you. And then I start working there, working on connection, but the thing is you don't try to connect with a horse. So what I'm trying to do with the horses is trying to communicate my awareness. And it's just something I stumbled on years ago, and it just seems to be the more you can communicate your awareness of their changing thoughts, the more they go, well, I don't need to go over there to seek what I'm looking for. You can offer me what I'm looking for. And it's fun to work with horses in front of a big crowd and still have the presence of mind to go, I can't make this go any faster than it's going to go. It's a really good test to be in front of a crowd of people in a huge big arena like this wonderful one here in Kentucky and have a horse. The horse I had today was, I wouldn't call him tough, but he was interesting because he didn't want to listen to anything I had to say. You know, he was distracted by things, everything except me. And so it took me a while for me to get him to realize that I had some value to add. And it took me a while to get him where he started thinking about, maybe this guy's not so bad. And I'm trying to do it with no pressure at all, or if I have to add pressure, try to minimal amounts of pressure. And it's a really good humbling exercise because it never really works out like you want it to work out, and you've got to just go with however it works out, and what the people in the crowd think of it is what they think of it, but that's their opinion, is not how I kind of judge my personal self-worth. It's like, it's not, I don't have, my self-worth doesn't rely on what they think of me. Now, if it works out really good, then everybody thinks you're great. That's a bit of a boost, but sometimes it's pretty humbling, and that's what it's like working with horses. I'm Warwick Schiller of Warwick Schiller Attuned Horsemanship. I'm from Paso Robles, California, and we are here at the Alltech Arena in Lexington, Kentucky for the International Liberty Horse Association Festival. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching Better Horses.
Hey, thank you for watching Better Horses. And if you've missed any of our shows, check us out at betterhorses.com, where you can see all our episodes.
You can also follow us on Facebook or listen to any of our podcasts right from your mobile device.
And don't forget our newspaper coming out 5 times a year.
You're gonna love it.